the end of the day, I want you to determine
Who are you?
who are you. So I want to know if you are a pig or you are a chicken. You literally start tired before you reach the hilltop. And that would have meant me have to come carry you. People, you want to see me and lift up the woman from down at the bottom.
I was slim then. Like, but it's little. I never have much weight then.
It no matter. It's small too.
I begin to
welcome to another week of
Mr. and Mrs. Robdons Couples Corner, where God is best for you and your partner.
Alright, yo, welcome to another week. And guess what? We're inside here and we are reasoning again about marriage. Hear what? We are no experts, but we are people who have been married now for the last 8 years, and there are a lot of lessons that we have actually learned. I think these lessons are, they are practical and they can be applied to all unions, whether you're 50, 80 years old in marriage, it doesn't matter. They are applicable because as we would have tried to gauge our experiences with other persons who have been married over the time. So this week we have a little reasoning and a little conversation to share with you, and it's going to be over the next couple of weeks. We're going to be sharing one tip each week for a successful marriage. And so this week, the number one reason for a successful marriage is sacrifice. Alright, and I want to share a little story that my father-in-law loved to share. Alright, and at the end of the day, I want you to determine
who are you.
Who are you? So I want to know if you are a pig or you are a chicken. Alright? So, listen, the success of your marriage is going to depend on these two questions, whether you're a chicken or you're a pig. I want you to think deeply on this. Am I a chicken or am I a pig? Alright, so the story goes like this. One day a farmer, his chicken and of course his pig decided to keep a surprise breakfast party for him. Surprise breakfast party. And so the chicken came up with this grand idea. So he called Mr. Pig and said, let's do something for our farmer. He has been kind, he has been good, he has been taking good care of us. He has given us a place to stay and all that. So the pig responded, great idea. And so the chicken said, all right, good. So the pig said, what are we going to ask? What are we going to give him? The chicken said, well, I'll give him some eggs. And of course, you can give him some ham. The pig sat there and think about it and thought long and then shake his head and say, listen to me.
So for you, it's mere involvement, but for me, the pig in this case, it is total commitment.
Wow. So that means for you, it is just devotion, but for me, this means sacrifice. I'm giving my whole self up. Guys.
And if you look into it, you see the reality of their offering, because the chicken will always be able to lay eggs. But if the pig gives ham his meat, then it means that he will be no longer able to produce meat because he would be dead and gone. So the chicken would always be available to continue producing, but then the pig would have lost his life in his gift in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
equation.
yeah, talk about he will no longer be able to produce, like you know, just dead. Like
Yeah, I'm just
for you,
dead.
for you to give him, you have to dead to give him. Da, so you're gonna give your whole life for this. And while Mr. Chicken can just go down the road and shake out too much
And gone on him way
and
again.
gone along him way. And so, you know, even as we think about this in a context of marriage, right, you have to determine whether you're a chicken or you have two persons are coming together for marriage, coming together to make a union, right? You're going to determine, am I giving just a part, which is involvement, or am I going to give my all, right? One thing I can say that over these years, I have come to realize that marriage is more about you giving your all. You know, it is symbolic of a relationship between us and God, where there are some people who can become involved in church service, right? We sing, we dance, we may preach a sermon, but we aren't fully immersed into a relationship. So we're not living a Christian life where everything matters, right? While there are some persons who have become so, you know, sold out into their faith with God that they may not sing, they may not shout like everybody else, but they are living the lifestyle.
Very devoted,
they're
committed.
devoted and committed to God. And so the same thing with our marriages. And you come into a marriage, you have to come with that mindset that, hear me, I can't just come and decide. And this is what the chicken relationships don't like. Only me only have to pay 50% of the light bill. You have to pay the other 50%.
This is mine.
Yeah, this is
I
mine.
don't want to.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to have this, you're going to have that. And so it sounds more like a soul trade relationship rather than a partnership. One thing I know about a relationship is that if it's going to be a partnership, both persons have to come together and decide that we're going to meet each other. Not halfway. I know people
100.
yeah, people keep saying halfway. And it's not even 100 on it. It is where you fall off. How lovely it is. I remember we were going up to Blue Mountain. And I mean, you literally start tired before you reach the hilltop. And that would have meant me have to come carry you. People, you want to see me and lift up the woman from down at the bottom.
I was slim then, like, but it's little bit. Me never have much weight then.
It no matter, it's small too. And me have to lift you up Jacob's ladder and go all the way up the hill.
No man,
right?
you do have some part of the journey.
Me have to lift her up. me couldn't say, alright Daniel, half a journey you go, and you help you with the next half a journey. Right? You must learn to do your thing. You must learn to carry your own thing. And sometimes that's what involvement in relationships sounds like. Like the chicken. Yeah man, you do this, and me give some of this. Right? And so we have to understand that my 50% different from your interpretation of 50%. It is serious. Right?
That's why, babes, that's why I said we must both give 100, because I might be giving 100, but my 100 in a particular situation, because my 100 is my best.
Yeah.
You understand? So my 100 in the equation, when I put it with your 100, because that's your best,
I'm at 5%.
it might be a 5%, but at least I'm giving the 100%. I'm giving my best.
See, so we're supposed to be giving our absolute best when it comes onto our relationship. So there's no, like I said, only that when God created man, and one of the things that we you know, culture has somehow impacted how we see relationship. I said that when the Bible says in Genesis 1:26, and God created man. And what we hear there is God created the male Adam. But when you examine the scripture right there, the word man comes from an Hebrew word Adam, which means man and woman. So God created a team. So a team can't run after mere involvement. Notice God said, I created them in my own image and likeness and give dominion. which means that they both have a responsibility, to take care of the garden. They both have a responsibility to ensure that their relationship work. They have to mutually agree. They have to come together and make great decisions. They have to come together and assess and evaluate, work out their problems, work out past their disagreements, and keep going. So people want to just let you know, right, that this union that God orchestrated and designed. And sometimes we have to recognize that marriage was created for God's glory first. How do I know this? When you look in Genesis chapter 2 only, the Bible said, and it pleased God when he saw Adam and Eve. It pleased God. And so
funny enough, everything God did, it was beautiful. But when he created the two, this kind of union, the emphasis was placed on the fact that
it pleased God.
It pleased God.
Wow. It pleased God when he made Eve for Adam. So that means a marriage that pleases God is going to be one that it requires 100% giving, 100%
commitment, 100% sacrifice.
100% sacrifice, 100% support. So hear me guys, let us not only be involved, right, but let us give our absolute all. Listen, sacrifice implies pain. Listen, that would have meant that this pig would have lost his life, and no doubt it would have been painful. He would not have been around to even enjoy any of his own.
And my parents have a jerk center, so I know what it's like to kill a pig, to slaughter a pig.
Murder.
And you're supposed to know that too.
Murder.
I never did it. But to see how exactly.
Not pig.
But what's the difference? I see him kill.
Pig and mammal.
Let's not get into the intricacies of that. So the pig, on his journey to death, they hit that pig in the head. Then the knife pierces the throat. So you see all the torture, all the things that the pig would have to go through in his process of giving. And it takes for us, as we look in our lives, we both would come from different backgrounds. We all would have different things that would have been looking at, as an individual. But when the day you say, I'm saying yes to this person, I'm saying yes to this union, it means that you're not forgetting you're not giving up you, but it's not you anymore, but the equation now begins with us.
Yeah, and as you rightfully mentioned there, no matter what comes with the union, so whatever struggles the other person have, why when you come together, you're coming together to deal with that. So you can't decide I'm going to be only involved. So I'm only going to deal with this nice part of you and this good part of you. I like the part of you, but I'm not dealing with the other parts of you. Alright? I have to deal with everything. I'm engaged because I am fully immersing myself into the union and into the relationship. So again, sacrifice implies pain. Not saying that your marriage is going to be painful, but expect that there are going to be some hard times.
Uncomfortable situations.
Yeah, expect that there are going to be some difficult moments.
Some rock moments.
Yeah. Expect there are going to be some crazy moments. That's why I speak about it, and the way to death, that pig screaming out. Listen, in that marriage, there are going to be some squealing time, Yeah, there will be some squealing time at the beginning also. Right, but as you continue on your journey to give 100%, this is what is going to help the relationship to actually function and to actually work. Alright? So, so we can learn some lessons from that. So, I want us to think about this. For persons who have not yet approached marriage, here's a tip for you. Alright? I want you to always think about this pig and chicken story. Your relationship is going to require your 100% all. You must do whatever it takes to make sure that relationship works. Again, see a relationship as a team. Remember that there's no I in team. It's about us, all of us, working collectively and working together to make sure the union is work. We're not just some married people trying to check out a checklist and say, my husband, so I pay the rent this week, and I pay the mortgage, and I pay this, so I don't do nothing else. Anything where I go on over the side, over to you, I have to just meet each other halfway. And in more not halfway, meet each other where they are, alright? It's not halfway, because I tell you already, halfway, for me, my expectation of halfway might be 2% for you. That is going to be madness, alright? So I must reach you where I must be able to discern. And here we're talking about know the facts and be able to understand so you can judge where the other person, you know, is weaker and require that level of strength. This is what it means to give yourself totally to a union, doing everything in your might and power to make sure that the relationship works. Alright? So my hope today, again, just ask you again.
Who are you?
Who are you in this relationship? Are you the chicken or are you the pig? Alright? If you are the chicken, it's going to be bad. You're going to have just involvement and you're going to have a problem.
And not only that, but mere involvement is going to bring you guys to a halt where divorce is going to be considered. Because then the reason, the why, is not because, you know, you're in it together, to win together.
Yeah.
You know, you're in it for you. So when you are not being pleased, when you are not getting what you want, then the easiest thing is to back out and to move on. But when you're in it together, when you're in it to win, when you're in it for the sacrifice, for the full commitment, then no matter what happens, you know that you're in it and you'll be holding each other's hand. You'll be there to support. You'll be there to come out as victors together because you know the why. The why, because you're committed.
Wow. And that is very interesting that you said that, because when we look at, you know, one of the reasons why people are separating, and when I listen, and I'm talking about what I see in divorce court, and what I see in, you know, just hearing from other couples, you know, you hear a woman say, yo, me I do this, and me I do that, and me I do all of this. And then you hear the man over the next side, but me I do this and me I do that. And you find that the number one thing is that a chicken attitude.
It's always a competing attitude.
Yeah, a chicken attitude, that like foul. That's a foul who is just involved, yeah? Just making you know that, listen, me I give you 100, me I 2,000 egg, me I give you now. You better understand that in a 2,000 egg, the whole eat that cost me now.
Yeah.
And you don't realize, your 2,000 egg just come from where there is more. You can go hatch again and have some more egg. So stop complaining about your 2,000 egg where you give. Yeah? But we have to become like that pig now. But you know, say the best that you gave your 100% best. I am yet to see people standing in the court, in divorce court. The whole time I'm watching, right? I'm yet to see a version where both persons say I've been given 100%. I don't see the pig. You know, I don't see the pig mentality in the courthouse.
Oh, the chicken.
It's always the chicken looking at divorce. Always the chicken looking at separation. Always the chicken tired of the union and walking away. The pig never then at the courthouse yet. The pig is never looking away. But no, the chicken. Now, I know a person is going to get on me and say, what if I am a pig and my partner is a chicken? It don't matter. Because guess what? The pig only knows if you give 100%. The pig only knows, you listen man, if the other partner they are 0, the pig is still going to give ham. Yeah, it's always going to be. It's going to give the best. And but once we start to measure what the other partner is giving and what I am giving, that becomes a chicken mentality.
And there's a quote you always use, and I think it's applicable to the pig and the chicken mentality. And that is the fact that we are not in this to compete against each other. We are here to complete each other. So if I'm in it to compete, then I'm just merely involved for my gain. You understand? For my satisfaction. When I'm in it to complete, you see the full commitment. You see the full, devotion, the full sacrifice coming out.
Yeah. So, one tip I can leave, I want to leave with you again. I want to seriously think about it. Am I the pig or am I the chicken? As a chicken, I'm involved. I might be giving 90%, but I'm only involved. I may be giving 99%, but I'm only involved. You see, because being the chicken is looking at how much I am giving. Measurement. Being the pig is a commitment to give.
Selflessness.
Selflessness. It's about thinking about the other. I told you that the pig never ever tastes his own meat yet. Never ever. He dies without knowing. Same thing with a pig mentality in marriage. It is always towards the other person, making sure the other person is happy, making sure everything else is working for the relationship, making sure you provide that sense of support and emotional security that is necessary. All right. So yeah, let us be the pig in the relationship.
Oink.
Yeah, man. No more divorce. No more separation. We're staying
competition.
together. Yeah,
We're working on the completion.
Yeah. No more competition. Let's do completion. Yeah. I like that. So forth.
And babes, I want to, before we close out, I want to tell you guys that we have something coming up that we have planned for you, and it's called Pillow Talk. Now, this is, where we want for you guys to become involved in the conversations by sending us some of the topics that you'd want us to talk about, and also be ready on your pillows to watch and to share in the journey with us as we discuss these issues. And one of the things I want us as couples to be intentional about is in our relationships, really go out to do something special for your partner, that they are able to pick out that thing. And I want for you guys to record, something about that thing so we can feature it in the Pillow Talk segment when we start. So tell us some of your ideas so we can put it together and have that ready just for you.
All right. Remember, be the pig.
Yes.
Be the pig. All right? Be the pig. God bless you. Take care. Until next time.
This is Mr. and Mrs. Robdons Couples Corner, where God is best for you and your partner. Peace.